into another episode of the Fumble Sports Daily Show. So wonderful to have you with us. As always, we are live for the next 2 hours covering everything around the world of sports. A loaded show, 4 WNBA games, a full slate of MLB games. So we have a great Sunday show for you on here, July 2nd. Hope you're having a wonderful holiday weekend wherever you are. Put in the comments section where you're watching from. Would love to know where all of our viewers are catching our show. Like I said, we've got a lot to get into, but before we do, want to give out our daily disclaimer. For all those that are new to the show, we are not a sports book. We're not endorsed by any sports book, but Fumble Sports is here for a lot of good sports conversation, information, and entertainment. So if you love sports, you've come to the right place. If you have questions about fantasy, gambling, or anything related to watching sports or the world of sports, sports media, But Fumble Sports is here for you, but we're not endorsed by any sports book. We're not connected to any sports book. If you guys do need help with gambling issues, there are places you can go, but that's our disclaimer. We're here for fun, information, and entertainment. Now that we've said that, our rundown for today's show, we're going to review our results from yesterday, of course, like we do every show. Did a trade, and the Miami Heat feel like they're the most likely landing place. We'll talk a little bit more about that later in the show. The Homerun Derby field really coming together, getting some really interesting names. And, of course, it sounds like the Jets are going to be on Hard Knocks. I've talked about that a little bit, but now that we really know what's going to happen, I'll talk a little bit more about it later in the show. As always, we'll answer your questions, give out picks, and we have our daily fantasy question that we'll have at some point, probably at the top of the next hour. With that said, we have a lot to get into, so let's review how everything went down yesterday. Certainly wasn't one of our better days here at Fumble Sports. I could have done much better on my picks, so just looking at the results from July 1st, we went 24-26. We have not had that bad a day in a long time. 3-6 on our MLB game picks. The Dodgers really hurt us across the board. We went 19-18 on our MLB props and split across the board on the WNBA. When it came to stealing and sharing, that's where we cashed some tickets on plus money. But across the board, the parlays weren't hitting, long ball, long shots weren't hitting. Celebrity shots, down day for you guys as well. And an early look, just looking at how you guys picked it yesterday. Harley and his 2 lacrosse picks, that really stood out as one of the few winners of yesterday. Additionally, wanted to give a big shout out to Macy Toru going 2-0. Red Sox on the money line, and a Yoshida RBI. Other than that, everyone either went 1-1, 0-2, or only had one win. So our early results on our celebrity shot contest is Harley is in the lead with Macy Toru as well. They're tied with 2 wins, but we have a long month to go, everybody, so don't get discouraged. If you're 0, if you're 1, if you haven't gotten in, there is a lot of July, so no worries about it. But that said, we do have this celebrity shot contest for the month of July. First person to get 20 correct picks with their 2 celebrity shots each day will ultimately get a free t-shirt from our website. Go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. Check out what you want if you are the winner. That said, we clear out our results from yesterday. We put that in the rearview mirror. New day, new opportunity to cash some tickets, find some great plays. If you guys have questions, put them in the comments section. We're here to help you guys out as always. We don't have a guest for today's show, so we are solely focused on your picks, the picks that we have prior to the show. If you want my picks that I have prior to the show, I have 4 WNBA game picks. I have a lot of MLB play game picks as well. First inning run plays, total plays, everything. If you want those, hit that live goal of confetti. If you want my long ball, long shots of the day, let's get up to 2,000 likes. Every time we hit a 2,000 like benchmark, we give out a long ball, long shot of the day. And we have stealing. If you want a stolen base play, share the channel and we will give out a stolen base. So, as always, a lot to start the show with. Dante, wonderful to see you. Sunday Fun Day is right. And by the way, for those that are curious, We only have 10 Sundays until NFL football regular season is upon us. So everybody, this is one of the last few Sundays. Only 10 to go. Our countdown is on. I am so excited for the NFL season. If you guys have any questions about our picks for the NFL, don't hesitate. We're here for fantasy advice. We've entered July, so we are officially in fantasy football prep time. So if you have questions about who you should draft, who you should focus on, don't hesitate. We're here for all sports questions. Doesn't matter the sport. Harley, thank you for sharing the channel. And because of that, we will get underway right away with giving out a stolen base pick of the day. First one I'm going to go with is going to be Christian Yelich. First play that we're giving out today, stolen base for Christian Yelich. The reason we like him is going up against Rich Hill. Both good numbers and Rich Hill bad at holding runners, gives up a lot of stolen bases. We'll also talk about Rich Hill on walks allowed a little bit later in the show. But let's get Christian Yelich up on our research board, looking for him on stolen bases. Not available. Okay, if it doesn't come up, if it's not available, we'll rip him off the board and we'll give you someone else. Hadn't heard anything about a Christian Yelich injury, but we'll go back to it. Ozzie Albies. I'm really big on Ozzie Albies today. He has really good numbers against Sandy Alcantara. Ozzie Albies, looking for him to get a stolen base. 19% implied probability, everyone, with a plus 415 odds to go with it. Love the opportunity to get him at those plus odds. Now, if we're just going to take him on over half a hit, not available 1.5. Not a good play, as the trends show. 1.5 total bases, though. Interesting. Not terribly bad odds on the over, but wouldn't take it. Hits, runs, and RBIs is set at 2.5. So there's just not a lot you get excited about. Runs would probably be the play for me. Ozzie Albies over half a run. That would be our additional play. If we like a player on stolen bases or a long ball, long shot of the day, we usually find a way to take them on another bet as well. Ozzie Albies over half a run. And that's where we're starting the show, everyone. Ozzie Albies over half a run, minus 114. So we are off and running. Harley, thank you for sharing the channel. Dante, you have your first celebrity shot, and not a bad one at that. But there's a reason I went with Ozzie Albies over Ronald Acuna Jr. I'll explain in 1 second. So Dante, his first celebrity shot of the day is going to be Ronald Acuna Jr. over half a stolen base. Now, I will probably put Ronald Acuna Jr. up on the board. I have him in my notes, but I also have it associated that he has bad numbers against Sandy Alcantara. So the truth of the matter is, I will take this one as well, but there's a reason that I was putting up Ozzie Albies first. I like Ronald Acuna Jr. to get the stolen base because I could still see him getting on base against Sandy Alcantara via a walk or just a single, but not great numbers against Alcantara overall, so just something to be mindful of. And then you are also taking Elly De La Cruz. By the way, that game goes off in a little bit. Elly De La Cruz over half a run, I believe is what you're taking it at, and I think that's a very interesting play. Let's throw him up on the research board. De La Cruz not showing up. So already some of these games not showing up. I still think that's a good play. So just because it's not showing up right now, we'll have to check it a little bit later. Maybe that game's not because of the starting pitcher. Because I thought Yu Darvish had been announced, but in some places, some sports books, the Padres pitcher hadn't been announced. So maybe that's one of the reasons that the Reds aren't showing up, is that the starting pitcher of the Padres, still kind of a mystery. That said, I still like that play. Dante, just keep your eyes on it over the course of the show. If we do see that for some reason De La Cruz isn't in the lineup or there's other reasons, just let us know. We'll rip it off the board and give you another one. If you guys have your celebrity shots that you want up on the board, just like Dante, let us know. Stephen Pock, let's see it. Interesting. Some of you guys, even though we're in the contest, are still taking some pretty bold plays. Dante on the over half a stolen base, those come in at plus odds. On the other side, Stephen Pock, who just put in his celebrity shot pick. Stephen Pock is taking the Rockies on the money line. And also Shohei Ohtani over half a home run. So interesting strategy here as we try to collect wins for our contest of July. You guys are both taking some pretty risky plays, over half a stolen base and over half a home run. And yet over the month of June, those were really cashy plays. So not terrible to go with it. But Stephen Pock, certainly applauds you for taking it. By the way, Shohei Ohtani over half a home run. Didn't cash yesterday, but is never a bad play. He's going up against Zach Gallen today. Good pitcher, but still righty-lefty matchup. I'm not going to talk you out of Shohei Ohtani over half a home run. Joe Warren shared the channel, so we have another stolen base pick to give out. I'm going with Jarren Duran of the Boston Red Sox. He has good numbers against Kevin Gausman, who does give up some stolen bases. Let me show you what Duran is going off at for a stolen base, and let's see if we can get him on over half a hit or over half a base. Stolen bases, 36% implied probability. That's a really strong implied probability for a stolen base play. Additionally, let's look at that over bases, 1.5. Not quite what we want. On the other side, hits, over half a hit. That is a good play. 66% implied probability, but like I said, it's more about the numbers against Kevin Gausman. Against right-handed pitching, hitting 298. Let me make sure you guys can see it over here. Hitting 298 against right-handed pitching. And then against Kevin Gausman, 286 lifetime. So good numbers. I like him on a hit. If he's getting on base, I like him on a stolen base as well. Just a good opportunity. This is showing it at minus 200, but I thought I saw it, yeah. BetMGM has it at minus 190, so this would qualify if I take it at BetMGM. This qualifies as a non-parlay play. Again, any of the bets that we see that are minus 200 or even farther away from where we wanted at even money, we will give that out as a parlay play, but this one doesn't qualify, so no issue there. Jarren Duran over half a hit. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Hope you're really enjoying the show. If you want your celebrity pick up on the board, let us know. Dante, appreciate you getting those celebrity shots in right away. Joe Warren, thank you for sharing the channel. Joe Warren's got a celebrity shot pick of the day. Let's get it up on the board. Joe Warren, he wants a t-shirt. And he is taking Jordan. By the way, what's up, Dante? What's up, Jorge? Great to have so many familiar faces in the show every single day. I hope you guys know how much I appreciate this unbelievable audience. So Jordan Montgomery, under 4.5 strikeouts. Let's look at Jordan Montgomery going up against the Yankees, his former team. You got to think there's going to be some extra juice in him for today, going up against the former team that traded him away. For Harrison Bader, by the way, who we will get to later in the show, under has the stronger implied probability, even though this has been a very cashing ticket. So very interesting. That said, I'm not necessarily going to go away from this one. I'd be curious to know, have any of the Yankees had any at-bats against him? Josh Donaldson has, LeMahieu. Harrison Bader has not. We'll get to Harrison Bader right after this. But interesting. Not talking Joe out of this one, though. You feel like there's just extra juice in the building. Kind of curious how it's going to play out at Busch Stadium. That said, not going to tail it, not going to play it. But Harrison Bader hits left-handed pitching really well. Former Cardinal who got traded. He's on the other side of it. Can I get him on over half a hit? Yes, I can, and I'm absolutely going with it. Against left-handed pitching this year, he's hitting 400, folks. He's hitting 400 against left-handed pitching. No stats against Jordan Montgomery lifetime, but the fact I can get this at minus 219, that's a favorable play for me. So I'm putting Harrison Bader up on my big board. That was one that I had prior to the show. Over half a hit. It is the leg of a parlay. We're trying to get better with those legs of a parlay. Those did not do well yesterday. But I'd also be curious to see if I could take over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Going off at 57%. Again, to me, it's all about the opportunity to take him in a lefty-righty matchup. I'm doubling down on it with Harrison Bader today. Over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Off and running. Here we go. 15 minutes into the show. make sure that you're hitting that live goal confetti. That's how I give out my game picks, other player prop bets, so make sure you're hitting that throughout the show. TP Cards, what's up, bro? If you have any questions about today's game, fantasy questions, or if you have 2 picks of your own, we have our July Celebrity Shot contest. Everybody gets their 2 favorite picks of the day, gets put up on our board. We keep track of it. The first person to 20 correct picks wins a free t-shirt. So get in on the contest. Jorge, let us know what your 2 picks are. Jorge yesterday, I believe, went 1-1. Did get that 1 win, going 1-1 yesterday. So we have our total wins, we have our results from yesterday, and we have our overall record as well. Farika, by the way, I need to make sure I update your win percentage because Farika put in first pick ever. Farika cashes it. So nice job there, Farika. By the way, Dante, thank you for hooking us up with some confetti over there on YouTube. Appreciate you. Appreciate you supporting the show. With that said, let's give out some plays. We have a game that's going to go off in about 40 minutes, 45 minutes. So let's start with that. Twins and Orioles. Love the run in the first inning. We're going to find out live on the show together whether we're right about it. I'll also double down on it. And I will also take Twins, Orioles, over 7.5 runs. That's an alternative line that I'm getting at -190. Now, the reason I'm so crazy about this game, look at the weather in Baltimore. The likelihood of home runs up 42%. The likelihood of overall runs up 17%. Crazy, ridiculous weather impact for these games today. Love offense in the Twins-Orioles game. I know Sonny Gray is on the mound for the Twins. I don't care. I expect there to be a lot of offense. A lot of offense. So everybody keep that game in mind. That game is going off in just a little bit. 12:05 is the start. Again, if I want the over and I want to take it on an alternative line, I'll show you guys over 7.5, -190. This is a good play. And again, I can get this at BetMGM, DraftKings. So in case you guys were kind of curious as to, oh, I'm seeing it at -190, but is that real? Is that actually something I can do? It is. What's the weather website that we use? It's called ballparkpal.com. It's a free website. It is a fantastic resource for all of you guys out there. You guys know we use a lot of different websites and tools to inform you guys every day of the best plays to make, the best angles to take in your fantasy and sports betting. But we are not trying to hold things back for you. We're trying to show it, pull back the veil. So ballparkpal.com, great place for fantasy stats, player prop bet stats, and weather stats. So guys, welcome to Butt Fumble Sports. We're always here to give you guys good information so you guys can make the best, most well-informed plays of the day. That's what we're here for. We're on Team Cashing Tickets. We want to help you guys out. We're never trying to put things behind the veil. So with that said, Twins, Orioles, that is a great opportunity for offense. Did see that Mike had a couple of long ball long shots of the day, or rather not long ball long shots of the day, celebrity shots of the day. Mike didn't get any celebrity shots in yesterday, so this will be his first opportunity to get in on the July contest. The first to 20 correct picks wins a free t-shirt from buttfumblesports.com. His first one's going to be Taj Bradley, over 6.5 strikeouts. And your second one that you're putting up, oh, you were just asking about the weather. Let's look at that Taj Bradley play really quickly, everybody. He's facing the Seattle Mariners. Taj Bradley, looking at him on strikeouts, 6.5. The implied probability is on the over. We'll look at it is on the under. From an over perspective, not a bad play. Did miss in the last game against Arizona. How is it done on the road is the question that I have. Very hit or miss. Very hit or miss. He has no stats against Seattle, so you're just looking at Seattle against right-handed pitching to try to see some indicators. J.P. Crawford and France lower on the strikeout total, but Julio Rodriguez, Murphy, Teoscar Hernandez, Suarez, you do have some higher strikeout rates, as LRK425 would probably mention. So with that said, I understand why you're taking it. I lean towards agreeing with you. I'm not going to put it up on my board, but Mike, I don't think it's a bad play. Certainly not going to try and talk you off the ledge on it. I think it's an interesting play. Again, not one that I'll take, but one that I won't discourage. That's Taj Bradley over 6.5 strikeouts. That's what Mike has up on his board as his first celebrity shot pick of the day. Okay. No way Ohtani is over half a hit again. Let's take a look at it. Shohei Ohtani over half a hit. If it's available, we'll take it. It is over half a hit. So I know this didn't cash yesterday. We'll go back to the well. Because when you've got that much consistency, we haven't seen, let's look at it from a 20-game perspective. He has, interestingly enough, when he has missed over the last 20 games, it's been in back-to-back days. Kind of an interesting stat, but that's not going to discourage me. I am all about taking Shohei Ohtani over half a hit. I know it's minus 220. Doesn't concern me. Over half a hit's a fine play for me. So, yep, I'm all about it. Shohei Ohtani over half a hit. It is a parlay play of the day. Additionally, he's going up against Zach Gallen. Lifetime against Gallen. Don't believe he has any at-bats. He does not. But against right-handed pitching this year, he's hitting .322, everybody. .322 with 22 home runs. So back-to-back days against a right-handed pitcher, I'm just going to expect him to have a bounce-back day. Can I get him on over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs? I can. So, in part because he did have that bad day and it's Zach Gallen, I can get him on over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm taking it. I'm doubling down on a few guys today. Maybe it's me trying to chase it a little bit because I do like the matchups that we have. So, not going to feel bad about it, though. Over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Dropping picks. You know how it is. Don't think I could take my Arise because he's facing Spencer Strider today. Interestingly enough, Luis Arise has never faced Spencer Strider. So kind of interesting. We don't have any data on it. Okay, Chris Roberts, you're asking a lot of questions. Interestingly enough, Jorge and you have a similar question to start. And not only are you guys mentioning, where are we with the likes, by the way? Let me ask my guy on that. Where are we with that? Because I'm about to talk about someone who I don't just want to talk about when it comes to a hit. I want to bring up when it comes to a long ball, long shot of the day. So hit that like button, everybody, because I want to drop one of my favorite long ball, long shots of the day. We're about 500 likes away. I'll give it one quick second. Hit that like button a bunch, everybody. I want to give out that long ball, long shot of the day. So hit that like button. It will be our first long ball, long shot of the day because it'll be our first 2,000 likes. So hit that like button, everybody. Let's get that up really quick. And then I'll drop an answer to some questions because a couple of you are asking a very similar question. And it's like, oh, I am on board with you guys. We are thinking alike. So anyways, let's get that up to 2,000 likes. And we're just about there, and we've hit it. So good job, everybody. And I want to give out Lane Thomas. I want to give out Lane Thomas as a home run play. Good job, everybody, hitting the like button. Every time you guys hit the like button up to 2,000 likes, we give out a player we think is going to hit a home run today based off of the matchup, the weather, everything else. Lane Thomas is a player we really like today, so let me show you why. Lane Thomas, first of all, looking at him to hit a home run, 13% implied probability, but you could get it at plus 650 on Caesars. So there are places you could get it at really favorable odds. Now, let's bring it down to scale. I can get it on over half a hit. Now, as you guys know from our lingo throughout the show every day, we call this a lawn. When you have this much greenage, it's called a lawn because there is so much green in this trend. That's what it's called. Only one dirt patch in the last 10 games. That said, if we look at Lane Thomas against Ranger Suarez, unbelievable numbers. They do not include a home run, but ridiculously good numbers. And looking at the weather in this matchup against the Phillies and the Nationals, look at the likelihood of home runs in this game. Up 41%. That is stupid high. The wind's blowing out. Likelihood of runs is up 14%. So for every possible reason, I'm believing in someone who's going to make good contact, have good at-bats against the pitcher they're facing. He has good numbers lifetime. Yes, they don't include a home run, but the weather suggests home runs will be favorable in this game. We have a number of Phillies that I'm going to put up on the board. You're probably not surprised by that. But Lane Thomas over half a home run. Lane Thomas over half a hit is absolutely a play I'm making as well. It is the leg of a parlay at minus 219. Frankly, at minus 219, given all the data that I just shared with you, I think this is a really good and attractive play. Additionally, I will look at over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs just to see what it's going off at. 8 out of the last 10 games. 7 games in a row. I'm riding with it at minus 135. And again, great numbers against Ranger Suarez. Lane Thomas over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. And yes, warning to all of you out there who are potentially tailing us today, you can see there are some players we just like today. I like Ozzie Albies. I like Shohei. I like Harrison Bader. I like Lane Thomas. There are a bunch of players I like that I am doubling down on. That is a risk. It is a risk, but I have enough confidence in it where I'm going there. You may not want to tail on all of these plays. You may just select the favorites that you are identifying out of this group. So I do want to put a word of warning out there. Don't necessarily tail butt fumble sports. You might end up like Mark Sanchez and run head first into our rear end, tailing us a bit too closely. But that said, these are some plays that we're highlighting because the parlay plays may not be attractive to you. The over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs usually going off at between minus 115 and let's say minus 145, minus 150. Those may be more attractive, so that's why we're putting both up on the board. But be careful about tailing too closely because that may be a bit tricky if we fall in love with some players too much. It's what happened yesterday, so putting that word of warning out there to all of you. That said, Jorge, appreciate your question. Hope you're getting some good advice as to which celebrity shot you should put up on the board. Dante, Steven, Joe, and Mike have already added their picks of the day. Everybody gets 2, everyone. Everybody gets 2. So don't worry, plenty of time in the show, about an hour and a half to go. That said, does Acuna Jr. have numbers against Sandy Alcantara? No. Mike Oxlong, he actually has bad numbers against Sandy Alcantara. I highlighted that a little bit earlier in the show. Ronald Acuna Jr. does not hit him particularly well. That said, he's been so red hot. I could still see him getting on base. I could still see him getting the stolen base. So not discouraging the stolen base play. You also shared the channel, so I want to put another pick up on the board. Another pick I'll put up on the board is Andrew Benintendi. Andrew Benintendi, let's check him out for over half a stolen base. Not yet up on the board. Interesting. Not available yet. Okay, if he's not available, we'll rip him off, put someone else up there. Next one I put up there is Nico Hoerner. Nico Hoerner to get a stolen base. Let's check out Nico. Over half a stolen base. 24% implied probability. You could get it at plus 309. So good opportunity there to take it at plus money. Over half a hit. Not available, unfortunately. So we'll have to look at bases or hits, runs, and RBIs. Really, the only one that stands out right now is going to be hits, runs, and RBIs. 61% implied probability has been a very strong trend of late. And Aaron Savali, the reason that we like him on over half a stolen base, Guardians pitcher, not good at holding runners. Plus, Hoerner has, he's 1 for 2. I'm not going to say it's great numbers, but at least he does have a little bit of success against the pitcher. So, a pitcher who gives up stolen bases, a guy who gets on base, someone who could swipe a bag. That's why we're taking him. So, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, I'll also ride with. It's Nico Hoerner over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Now, the only question I have is, would I want to take him on over half a single? Over half a single, you could get it at minus 170. That might be the more attractive play to a lot of you. I'm putting the hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm keeping it up on the board. But you might want to keep an eye on the over half a single for Nico Hoerner. Might be a safer play. Hits, runs, and RBIs, definitely a greater risk. That's why the difference in the odds, minus 135 versus minus 170. But over half a single for Nico Hoerner might be a safe play as well. I like him to get on base. I like him to swipe a bag. But that said, could I see him scoring as well? That's why I have him in the 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. But again, something you guys may want to consider if you don't want to tail and instead you just want to find another smart play involving him later this afternoon. Okay, if you guys want more of my picks, hit that live goal of confetti. We'll give out a pick every time we get the confetti. Every time we hit 2,000 likes, we give out a long ball, long shot of the day. That's a player we think is going to hit a home run. When you share the channel, we give out a player that we think is going to get a stolen base. So I want to give a big shout out to Mike Oxlong for sharing the channel, and that's why we just gave out that stolen base play. That said, someone is asking about Kyle Tucker, and that actually, even though we haven't shared the channel, is another player I like to get a stolen base today because he's pretty good at swiping bags against left-handed pitching. Andrew Heaney on the mound for the Texas Rangers. So Kyle Tucker, looking at him, I'm going to show you half a stolen base. 20% implied probability. You may not think of Kyle Tucker as a stolen base threat, but he's actually better than you think. So the implied probability is there. You could get it at plus 390. Now let's look. You're not going to get over half a hit with him. Are you? Crazy that you are. I don't understand. Maybe it's because it's a lefty-lefty matchup, but 8 straight games, an 8-game hitting streak. And if I look at his stats, lifetime, here's why you're getting it. It's available. Against Kyle Tucker, he just has 1 hit. It is a home run, but just the 1 hit. The only reason I actually like him today, really like him, is because look at the strikeout percentage against Andrew Heaney. It's not high. So he makes contact. I actually like him to get on base. I'll take the over half a hit. I know it's a very chalky minus 250, but I'll take it. I'm not going to go too crazy with Kyle Tucker today, but I'll take him at the stolen base because I actually think the odds you could get it at are pretty favorable. Additionally, over half a hit, make it a parlay play. Okay. And again, for all those new to the show, if you see a play with those symbols next to it, it means it's a leg of a parlay for us because the odds are minus 200 or worse. So, Jorge, the questions you've been asking, we've been answering. There you go. Luke Raley, that's a great question. We liked Luke Raley a couple of days ago. He cashed for us. Will we go back to the well on that one? Before we look at Luke Raley, let's just look at the weather in that Cincinnati game. Do we like offense? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Very much. Now, here's the problem. I don't know if Yu Darvish has been announced yet. Okay, good. Sorry, I'm looking of Fraley. I'm thinking of Fraley. You asked about Luke Raley. I'm thinking about the two others. Forgive me. I was thinking about Fraley. Anyways, we've got some confusion. Luke Raley, other side, Luke Raley, and looking at the Tampa Bay Rays, they're on the other side of the weather spectrum. Likelihood of overall home runs down 2%, overall runs down 4%. If we jump back over and look at him to just get over half a hit, 56% implied probability, 8 of the last 10 games, 4 games in a row against Luis Castillo. No numbers to speak of, hasn't faced him before, but against right-handed pitching, a 283 average. So over half a hit, I'll take. By the way, at minus 125, yeah, I'll take the over half a hit. I'm not going to go crazy, though. I'm not going to take anything other than that. But Luke Raley, this is, by the way, not a pick that I had prior to the show, so I got to put my asterisk next to it to let you guys know it's something we found during the middle of our show. But Luke Raley, over half a hit, that actually is an attractive play, especially since minus 125, I do like that. I know you asked about hits, runs, and RBIs, so I'll show it to you. Over half a hit, run, and RBI. Crazy. Now, it's coming in at minus 175. This is a really good play. Chris Roberts, is it just me? You're seeing it at 1.5. I'm seeing it at over half. Over half a hit, run, and RBI at minus 175. The trend is too good. I got to go with it. It's not something I expected to put up on the board, but both of these Luke Raley plays are favorable, and they're not parlay plays. So, over half a hit, plus run, plus RBI. So if he gets a hit, I cash on both tickets, and both are at favorable odds. Someone's got to explain that to me with big pictures and small words, because that seems a bit too favorable. Okay, LRK425 is one of my favorite viewers here, does a great job watching the show every day, participating. And I will admit, LRK425 gets on a boat, gets on a trend, gets on the bandwagon of something, and just rides it. Sometimes it's fading the A's, rides that until it dies. Sometimes it's going with the Braves, getting a hit every day. And by the way, he's not always wrong, so he usually rides these until the wheels fall off the wagon, but he has a good ride in between. So LRK425 is taking Matt Olson over half a hit, which I'll get to in a moment, and he is also taking the Braves on the money line. Now, the matchup today is Spencer Strider against Sandy Alcantara. Strider's been one of the best pitchers in baseball. Sandy Alcantara has been one of the biggest disappointments in baseball, so not surprised with where you're going with it. I also do agree about the Braves on the money line. I will throw that one up here as well. I know it's Sandy Alcantara, so frickin' what? At this point, Spencer Strider and the Braves are worthy of a money line play. The best offensive team in any month ever, you could argue, was the Braves in the month of June. So yes, I do like the Braves, not just on the money line. I would also take the Braves first 5 on the money line. So I like the Braves to be leading through the first 5 innings. And I do like them on the money line as well. Let's now look at Matt Olson. And Matt Olson over half a hit. Seems crazy. Yes, it's a chalky play at minus 239, but not that chalky. It's worth taking. Matt Olson over half a hit. Not something I had prior to the show, but I will be following, tailing LRK425, Matt Olson over half a hit, and it is a leg of a parlay. There you go, everybody. Jared, great to see you. Marte and McNeil over half a hit. If you want that to be your celebrity shot pick of the day, let us know. So Jared, just write in the comment section my celebrity shot pick or my celebrity shot. Mike Oxlong. Mike is going to take Ronald Acuna Jr. He's doubling down. Ronald Acuna Jr. over 1.5 bases. So the fact that you can get it at 1.5 today, I understand why. It hasn't been available too often at good odds, so there you go. Jarrett, if you do want to join the Celebrity Shot Big Board, just write in the comment section my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick. Someone was asking about Jose Ramirez a moment ago. Let's look at Jose Ramirez really quickly, and then I'll get to some of these questions that are on YouTube. I know if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, make sure you get those comments in. Jose Ramirez over half a hit. This is a bit too chalky for me. Once we get to the minus 300, too chalky for me. Against Jamison Tyone, lifetime, bad numbers. Minus 143, actually. Or rather, only a 143 average. Excuse me. So what's interesting about this is Jose Ramirez, I might go in the other direction. Rarely would I say this, but 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, you might want to take the under. I know the over has the better implied probability, but he doesn't have good numbers lifetime against this pitcher. Not saying you should take it, just putting it out there as a fun idea, but I'm not about Jose Ramirez today. I won't be putting him up on the board. If you guys want more of my picks, I have a ton of picks to drop. Hit that live goal of confetti. By the way, we just went through the bottom of the hour, so I do, before I get to Jared's pick, I do want to rant 1 second about the Home Run Derby. MLB Home Run Derby this year is going to be outstanding. I am so excited about the field. Yes, Ronald Acuna Jr. has decided not to participate in the Home Run Derby because he wants to give other people a chance. I love his thinking. More importantly, I actually think for the Braves, it's a good thing that Ronald Acuna Jr. is going to be sitting out for his own health. But that said, I love the field that is developing for the Home Run Derby in Seattle. Julio Rodriguez, obviously the homeboy, but he is a home run hitter. I am so excited to see him. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is back in the contest. One of the best home run hitters, and a few years ago, he actually set the record for most home runs in a home run derby, and yet didn't win that night. So you know you're going to see some bombs from him. Mookie Betts, kind of a sleeper pick. You don't necessarily think about him for home runs, but Mookie, when he gets in a groove, he can hit a lot of home runs very quickly. So excited to see him. And we have also heard in the home run derby, Randy Arozarena of the Tampa Bay Rays. Few more spots open, but this is going to be a really fun and very different. You just look at the body kind, the body sizes. Mookie Betts and Randy Arozarena, you may not think of as home run hitters in terms of size, but they know how to whip those wrists through the zone. They hit a lot of home runs. Excited to see them. And then you have the Vlad Guerrero Jr., maybe a more traditional home run hitter. But for me, the thing that I love most about the home run derby is it succeeds where the NBA dunk contest fails. I want to see stars, I want to see big names, and I want to be entertained. In the NBA dunk contest, not only am I not seeing stars, but if I am being entertained, it's by someone who's in the frickin' G League. The home run derby brings it because it's big names showing off. They have made the contest so much better with the clock, the timeouts. I think the home run derby is one of the better events in any all-star game or all-star weekend across sports, and I think this home run derby class is absolutely going to entertain us come the time in Seattle when these home run hitters go to work. So really excited about the class that we're seeing. With that said, we have more celebrity shot picks to get up on the board. Jarrett, let's get Jarrett up on the board. Haven't seen Jarrett in a little while. In fact, Jared actually hasn't given out a celebrity shot before. So, Jared, welcome to the show's celebrity shot contest. Let me make sure I'm getting your handle correct. Jared Pasante? Pasanante. I'm probably still getting wrong, but Jared, appreciate you being a part of the show. Let's get your picks up on the board. You are taking Ketel Marte and McNeil over in hits. So Ketel Marte over half a hit. We'll have to see if that's actually available. Curious to know what sportsbook it is. And Jeff McNeil over half a hit. Or are these just over hits? Just over hits in general. Let's see what Ketel Marte is being offered at. Ketel Marte on hits. Over half a hit. Hey, 71% implied probability. It is chalky at minus 148, but it falls under the parameters. You're allowed to. Reed Detmers, no stats lifetime, but I'm going to take this one as well. So Jared's on to something. I'll take Ketel Marte over half a hit. Leg of a parlay because of the odds. That said, let's also look at Jeff McNeil. Over half a hit. It's 1.5. It's 1.5. So I'm going to have to put that up on the board against Russ Stripling. He is 2 for 2. So Jared, right now I'm seeing it at 1.5, so I have to put it up there as that. Let us know if you want a different player prop, if you want a different play, or if you want to keep Jeff McNeil over 1.5 hits. I wouldn't think so. That's a tough play to cash. Jared, let us know. Appreciate all those who are with us, all those that are playing in our Celebrity Shot contest in the month of June, or July rather. Yeah, Votto's really struggled, but you can't go away from Votto right now. I know this is not going to be a popular play with Reds fans because they want to see another youngster come up, but Joey Votto, he needs the time. Yes, he came back, he hit the home run, it was a great story, but frankly, he needs the at-bats, and you don't want to go away from him too soon. He's a great influence on the team. You need that veteran leadership. I wouldn't go away from Joey Votto too soon. You knew these struggles were going to happen. If you didn't, you really don't know baseball. Anyone who's been away from the game that long, sure, he may come back and hit well in his first few games, but Major League Baseball adjusts. Opposing pitchers, opposing teams, they adjust. They learn where his struggles are. They find a way to attack him differently. I expected actually these kinds of struggles to occur. I think he'll work his way out of it. I'm not saying he's going to go back to being Joey Votto of a few years ago, but I wouldn't be too quick to make changes. I think the Reds need to keep their leadership because the struggles that are coming for the Reds, and they will come, the Reds aren't going to ride a high all the way to October. They're going to need guys like Joey Votto to keep them focused, to keep them engaged. I wouldn't drop him or let him go too quick. Okay. Jarrett, you want to swap out Starling Marte? Is that it? Oh, you'll take it. He's going to do it. Okay, there you go. Macy Toru, you did really well yesterday. You went 2-0. There were only 2 people in day 1 of our July contest who got 2 wins. Everybody gets 2 picks, and Macy Toru went 2-0. Harley went 2-0. So you are our front runners right now. You are our leaders in our July Celebrity Shot contest. Mike, I think that's a good call. Mike. Absolutely. I think that's really smart. By the way, I wasn't talking about Mike Torres. I was actually talking about Mike Oxlong, talking about moving him to the outfield. Let's look at Rich Hill on walks. This has been a very popular play for us over the course of the season because Rich Hill usually gives up the walks. By the way, first thing that comes up is his walks. Guys, this is some lawnage right here. This is some lawnage. Mike Torres, you know this is a good play. It is, no doubt. Minus 149, by the way. Wow. I'm taking it. So, let's put it up on the board, everybody. Rich Hill, over 1.5 walks allowed. And while we're talking about it, yes, everybody, it is a Reed Detmers day. Reed Detmers, if IP Shade 45 was here, he'd be bringing it up. Reed Detmers on the walks. This has been a very consistent play. Reed Walk Detmers, as we call him here at Butt Fumble Sports. We are putting him back on the board. Over 1.5 walks allowed. So there's our couple walks allowed plays, and both are non-chalk plays. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Harley, I love it. If Harley, you want to be Mr. Obscure Bet, that I'm all for it, Harley. Give us those obscure plays. Are there any ping pong matches overseas? Are there any guerrilla wrestling matches somewhere? We are here for it, Harley. So have some fun. Harry Ford in the futures game. Can't wait to get his great LRK 425. I hope you have such a good time at the All-Star game. I think the MLB All-Star game is actually the best All-Star game across any sport. I think they do a great job. I just think it's a great event. Hope you have a wonderful time there. Appreciate all of those being with us. Let's get RJ's 2 celebrity shots on the board. And RJ has 2 picks that I really like. First one, I'm going to make a long ball, long shot of the day. Where are we with the like button? Where are we with the likes? Curious to know where we're at with that like button. Want to hit 4,000 likes. Once we hit 4,000 likes, we will give out another long ball, long shot of the day. Want to give this one out. It's one I really like. I'll start with the other question. Jorge brought up a question about Eloy Jimenez. Hit that like button, everybody, because I want to give out that long ball, long shot of the day. Eloy Jimenez not showing up on the board. I think it's because the pitching matchup in that game hasn't been revealed on the other side, so that's why we are not getting that White Sox game up on the screen right now. So can't dive into our research on that one. But hit that like button, everybody. Want to give out my next long ball, long shot of the day. I've mentioned there are a bunch of games. I have 6 long ball, long shots of the day that I want to give out, and one is related to a pick that RJ just put out there. So I want to give that one out. Hit that like button, everybody. Let's get that up to 4,000 likes. Once we do, I will drop that long ball, long shot of the day. Really excited about this pick, actually. This guy has always been a pain in my side, but I feel like today is the day that he ultimately cashes for me. There are odds on the hot dog eating contest. Of course there are, Harley. Of course there are. We all know Joey Chestnut's going to win. The dude's amazing. The dude is probably the most dominant athlete at his sport. So hit that like button. I want to give out this second long ball, long shot of the day. So hit that like button if you're watching on TikTok Live. Hit the like button. By the way, no matter the platform, hit that like button. No matter the platform, hit that like button. Yeah, minus 4,000. It's too chalky to make a play on it, Harley. Unfortunately, you can't bet on it in our Celebrity Shot contest because it's a bit too chalky. Just a bit too chalky. That said, appreciate you guys hitting that like button. Where are we at with it? 4,000. Good job. And because of that, let's give out that next Celebrity Shot pick of the day. And that is going to be Kyle Schwarber. Kyle Schwarber, everybody. Love him on a home run today. Really big on Kyle Schwarber. I mentioned the weather in that game. Weather suggests this is a home run waiting to happen. Andy has good numbers against the starting pitcher. You can take it at plus 200. Not a great play. We'll take it on over half a hit as well. That's very chalk city, but we will take it. I'm going to take him on a number of plays, so just get ready. Kyle Schwarber, I am kind of doubling down on him today. Over half a hit. It is ultimate chalk city. That said, let's also look at hits, runs, and RBIs. 2.5, not what I want. What about total bases? 1.5, that I would take actually. Against Trevor Williams, lifetime. Why am I so crazy about it? 4 home runs lifetime. Crazy good stats lifetime against this pitcher. So I am all about it. So Kyle Schwarber, over on a home run, over on a hit, over on total bases. All frickin' about it. Macy Toru, thank you for the confetti. Oh, again, some confetti in my hair. That means we're going to have to give out some picks. Macy Toru, thank you so much for hooking us up with that confetti. You are so great. So appreciate your support, helping us out with our show every day. When you guys support the show, we give out picks to say thank you. Let us get those picks from RJ up on the board, because RJ was what inspired us to talk about Kyle Schwarber first. Kyle Schwarber, over half a hit. Love that play. Also, Marcell Ozuna, over half a hit. Let's look at that as well. Marcell Ozuna. Marcell Ozuna, over half a hit. 66. He has hit this. What do we call this, everybody? When we get this much green, all on our screen, we call it a 1, 2, 3, a lawn. That's what we call it, everybody. This is some serious lawnage right here. Love the play. It's only minus 200, so you are on some good plays today, RJ. Marcell Ozuna, over half a hit. It is a parlay play, but love the play. Great find, everybody. Good find. LRK425 loves it. Let's get Macy Toru, your 2 Celebrity Shot picks up on the board. Let's see if Macy Toru can start 4-0 in the month of July. Macy Toru is taking Nathaniel Lowe over. And you are taking over half an RBI. And you're also taking the Rangers on the money line. Very interesting. Macy Toru did a similar play yesterday. Masataka Yoshida over half an RBI, and the Red Sox on the money line. They cashed. Macy Toru went and started 2-0. So well done. Well done. Let's just quickly look at Nathaniel Lowe. First, over half a hit. Good play, actually. Good play. No stats against the pitcher he'll be facing today, but against right-handed pitching, a 286 average. A minus 190 play. I'll take the over half a hit. Wasn't expecting to find it, but this is a good play. So over half a hit. But Macy Toru wanted over half an RBI. Very interesting, because over half an RBI, 33% implied probability. So the over half a hit's a better play, but taking the RBI, not going to talk him out of it. Hits, runs, and RBIs, not as good an implied probability, so the over half a hit, the only one I'm going to touch. LRK425, we won't do that. If people have individual questions, we'll do it, but we'll just take your word for it. You've been vocal enough in the comment section, so we believe you, Macy. LRK425. That said, we have some more picks to give out. We have a ton of picks to actually give out. I will give out all my WNBA picks right now. Let's go. Dream on the money line. Mystics and Wings. We're going under. We'll look at the alternative lines in a moment, but I'm just getting it out now. Sky Fever on the over. And we're taking the Liberty and Storm on the over as well. So I do want to look at the alternative lines on this one. Showing you guys some WNBA. So I'm taking the Atlanta Dream on the money line at minus 180. That's our first play, is the Dream, minus 180 on the money line. Now, let's look at Mystics and Wizards. Under, Mystics and Wizards. Under, alternative line. Under 168.5. And I'm getting that at minus 185. A lot of these are going to be around minus 180, minus 190. Sky, Fever, I'm taking the over. Alternative line, I'm taking the over 153.5. And the Liberty and Storm, I'm taking the over on that game as well. Liberty and Storm, over, set pretty high. Want to get this over 164.5. So, 4 picks to say thank you for the 4 confetti that we got from Macy Toru. Thank you so much for that. Good play for the Orioles game. We've already thrown up a couple of good plays, run in the first inning, and I do like the over. We'll also throw up one other MLB pick up here. I also do like the Nationals, Phillies, yes to a run in the first inning. Do love that play. I'll also take the Phillies on the money line, and I'll take the Phillies first 5 on the money line. So I'm kind of all over on the Phillies today. Love the opportunity to take them. Once we get up to 6,000 likes, I'll give out another long... Actually, we got to do some work on it because that game's just about to start. I'm taking Gunnar Henderson, everybody. Gunnar Henderson to hit a home run today. I do like Gunnar Henderson to hit a home run. Let's quickly show you what we can get on him. Gunnar Henderson to hit a home run. We're almost up to 6,000 likes, so close enough. Plus 630, 14% implied probability. Can I get him on over half a hit? Yes, I can, taking that as well. It is a parlay play as well. How about Carlos Correa? Carlos Correa, looking at that Twins-Orioles game really quick. Carlos Correa, can I get him on over half a hit? It's 1.5. By the way, Carlos Correa against Cole Irvin, 3 for 10 lifetime with a home run. It's why I brought it up. Carlos Correa, how about 1.5 bases? There, I might want to take that. Hits, runs, and RBIs, 2.5, not so much. Probably bases is the best play. Over half a single, that I'll probably actually take. Carlos Correa over half a single. Bit of a risk play, though. Probably like the total bases more, if I'm being honest. Because of that, I'm going to go over 1.5 bases. And again, the real reason I love the play, yes, good numbers against the starting pitcher, but also the weather in that game. Likelihood of home runs up, likelihood of runs is up. So I could see Carlos Correa having a good day today. Byron Buxton to hit a home run is also a good play. I had my eye on him for a home run, actually. That's a really good play as well. Byron Buxton on over half a home run. 23% implied probability. I'm going to jump on it. I'm taking it as well. Byron Buxton to hit a home run, so 2 long ball, long shots of the day that we just threw up on the board. In fact, this is not one I had prior to the show. Had considerations about it, but I've got to put the asterisk next to it. Also looking, can I get him over half a hit? Yes, I can. Minus 210. We'll take it. Byron Buxton over half a hit. It is a leg of a parlay play, I believe. I didn't think I saw it anywhere. Yeah, minus 210. So there's some plays related to the game that's just about to go off in about 10 minutes, everybody. Mike Torres, nice job. Nice job in that Reds game. Chris Roberts, you're asking about Peterson, Gosman, and Gonsolin. So a lot of strikeout questions that we just got from Chris Roberts. Let's go look at them all at the same time. If you have questions, by the way, on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, don't worry if we don't see it right away. We are just answering questions to make sure we get to a lot of people who are asking them, and then we will get to yours as well. Let's get to some strikeout numbers for today. Let's look at Peterson. First, David Peterson. The over 4.5 is a really strong implied probability and a really good trend. I'm going to ride with it on this one. So over 4.5 on David Peterson, putting it up on the board. David Peterson, over 4.5 strikeouts. Up on the board. Let's continue. Go to the next one. Next one that you brought up was Kevin Gosman of the Blue Jays. It's 7.5 on this. Over 7.5. I don't like it. Against the Red Sox, strikeout numbers, not great actually. Turner, low. Devers, low. Wong, low. Verdugo, low. So I'm not going to touch Kevin Gosman on strikeouts. That actually is one that I will avoid. The last one that you asked about was about Tony Gonsolin. Let's look at that really quick. Tony Gonsolin, over 4.5 strikeouts. Not a good implied probability, but it had been a good trend of late. Against the Royals, just low strikeout numbers. Low strikeout numbers. Not a lot of Ks against, so I'm not going to take that one as well. Avoiding those two, Chris. Avoiding those two. Joe Warren, you're taking over 6.5 strikeouts for Kevin Gosman. Okay, Joe Warren. Kevin Gosman, over 6.5 strikeouts. Okay, risky play. Joe Warren's up on our Celebrity Shop Big Board with his 2. Let's go over to YouTube. And Top Dog is putting out Rays no run in the first inning and Braves first 5 money line. So Top Dog is taking Rays, Mariners, no run in the first inning. That's a play we like as well. You are also taking Top Dog, Braves, first 5 money line. I like the plays, Top Dog. I'm in agreement with you. I like those plays. I will throw that other one. We already had Braves first 5 up on the board. I will also put that other one up there because I like it as well. That's Rays, Mariners, no run in the first inning, starting pitching matchup of Taj Bradley against Luis Castillo. That's why we like it. Appreciate all of you guys joining the show every single day. Butt Fumble Sports is live on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. We are already 1 hour into our show. It's always amazing how quickly our shows go every single day. We still have 2 rants to talk about. We have a lot of picks to get to. And we also have our trivia question. We're going to get to our trivia question right now, everybody. So everybody get ready. We're about to do our trivia question of the day. So if you guys love trivia, here we go. Trivia question of the day. Okay, yesterday we talked about who were the 2 hitters in baseball with the most home runs in the month of July. The answers were Mark McGwire in the American League with 16 and Albert Bell in the American League. Sorry, Mark McGwire in the National League with 16 and Albert Bell in the American League with 16. Now, the question for today, all of those who are watching, the question, our trivia question for today, put your guesses in the comment section right after we give out the question, and it is, who has the most extra base hits ever in a month of July? So there's the question, trivia question of the day. Who in baseball history has the most extra base hits ever in a month of July? Put your guesses in right now. Curious to know what you guys are going to put out there for guesses. So here, put out your guesses right now. Trivia question of the day. Put your answers in the comments section. In baseball history, who has the most extra base hits ever in a month of July, in a single month of July? Put those guesses in. Curious to know if we get a right answer quick. G2, by the way, we'll get your picks in there. 1 second. By the way, I don't know who. LRK 425, you got it right. Okay. The answer is Joe DiMaggio. That is correct, LRK 425. The answer, Joe DiMaggio. He had 31 extra base hits in 1937. Appreciate you. Good job, LRK 425. So, a trivia question given out and answered, everybody. There you go. Tito's full send. Let's get you up on the board. Tito's full send. Didn't have picks yesterday, but has a pick today, taking the Red Sox game over. So, Red Sox, Blue Jays, over, and you're taking over 8.5 runs, or 7.5. By the way, Jorge also got that question right. Jorge, good job getting that question right. User 8457, great question. Good guess with Pete Rose. Good guess. But it was Joe DiMaggio. Good guess, though. Chris Roberts, I see that you've got a celebrity pick. So let's get that in there. Chris Roberts. And you are taking Luke Raley over half a hit. Yep. Luke Raley over half a hit. Plus run, plus RBI. You are also taking Lane Thomas over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Chris, you are on the board. Welcome to the Celebrity Shot Contest for the month of July. If you guys want any more of my picks, make sure you hit that confetti, hit that live goal of confetti. Tito's full send. By the way, I said this yesterday. If you guys missed the show or you can't get your picks to me during the show, tweet us just like Jorge did. Jorge got his picks in yesterday, even though he didn't get them to me during the show. Just tweet at Sports Fumble. So tweet us at Sports Fumble. You can get your picks in. If you missed the show, you can tweet us at Sports Fumble. Just write in my celebrity shot is or whatever. Tweet us. If I see, as long as it comes to us prior to the start of the game that you're talking about, prior to tip-off or first pitch, we will include it. So if you don't get your pick into us during the show, no worries. I know some of you watch the show on YouTube after we're finished being live, so that's one way you guys can be a part of it. Phillies game over 8.5. I love that play. Yep, good call. So that's Nationals and Phillies over 8.5. And that actually is one that I would take as well. I want to make sure we're getting it at the most advantageous spot. By the way, Jorge, we already did our research on Matt Olson, and yes, we like it. You were saying over 8.5. I like it there as well. Over 8.5. I'm taking it. Nationals and Phillies over 8.5. So Nationals, Phillies over 8.5. Great call. And again, the weather in that game, weather in some of these games, really favorable. Reds, Padres, that may be one we want to take as well. Let's just look at it really quick. Reds and Padres, 11 is the total. Don't like it at 11, but at over 9.5, I'm taking it. That is Padres, Reds, over 9.5. And again, it's the weather. It's the weather, everybody. The weather in those games, likelihood of runs way, way up. Way, way up. If you've got questions, let us know. We're here to help you guys out. Correa got a hit already. Man, we are doing a good job here at Butt Fumble Sports, getting on top of things and cashing a quick ticket. So, by the way, keep track of those games for us, everybody, because, yes, there is a game already underway, and we do have our eyes on it. We're hoping to cash some tickets in that one. So, first things first, Carlos Correa did get a hit. We get to do one of our favorite things every single day. Oh, we're not there yet. Over 1.5 bases. We're not quite there yet. Okay, I got a little bit excited. But Carlos Correa over half a hit. That is a good play. Hopefully we cash on it soon. Padres Reds, yes, run in the first inning might be appealing. The answer to that is we didn't actually take it. We didn't actually take it. Of all the runs in the first inning notes that I have, I didn't take it. Irving Marquez, is that your celebrity shot of the day? Let us know. Let us know if Reds on the money line is your celebrity shot of the day. Suarez, 17.5 outs. Let's quickly look at that. About 50 minutes left of our show, everybody. So Suarez on outs, over 17.5 is a really good trend, everybody. This is a really good trend. I'm going to ride with this one. Suarez over 17.5 outs. I will take it. At home, has hit the last 2 games. Been a bit tight, but I will take it. Ranger Suarez over, what is it, 16.5 outs? 17.5 outs. By the way, if you guys are curious who made our DFS lineup today, go over to our website, buttfumblesports.com. You can check out our DFS plays of the day, our DFS lineup, our favorite trends of the day. There's a lot of data. We've actually changed our trends. There is a ton of data in here, everybody. So, stats for pitchers as well as the trends related to each game, so you guys can check that out. We have really made a lot of upgrades to our website, so buttfumblesports.com, and of course the best hitter-pitcher matchups of the day. Those are always good to find. Some good plays for player prop bets and for DFS. So make sure you go to our website, buttfumblesports.com. While you're there, check out our store, check out our merchandise, and of course, check out some of the shirts that you could be winning with your celebrity shot picks. We've got a lot of great merchandise up there. Go check it out today at buttfumblesports.com. Jorge, as I mentioned, I like that Matt Olson play. Already have that one up on the board with Matt Olson. Over half a hit. It is a leg of a parlay. Goat, great to have you in the show. Need some locks. We're not about the locks, but about great trend plays. So if we put up a pick, we believe there's good analytical data, good trends behind it. So there you see Phillies on the money line, Braves on the money line are 2 of our favorite plays of the day right off the bat. I do have more picks that I'd love to give out. Hit that live goal of confetti. Every time we hit the live goal of confetti, we give out some of our favorite picks of the day. Jorge over half a hit. Let's check it out. You were looking for Luis Robert over half a hit. not showing up on the board. Like I said, I think that the starting pitching matchup in that White Sox game, I don't know if it's been announced. I don't know if the pitcher on the other side has been announced for the Oakland A's, and I think that's what's keeping... Okay, so we don't know the White Sox pitcher. That's why this isn't showing up on the board. It's Paul Blackburn on the side of the Oakland A's. It is undecided on the side of the White Sox, so it's not showing up. That said, I like Andrew Benintendi today. I like Luis Robert. By the way, Rafi Devers, anytime RBI, I think that's a good play as well. Rafi Devers on an RBI, let's show it. 38% implied probability. Kevin Gausman against him. He actually does have okay numbers in a large sample size. So 4 for 16. Couple RBIs there. Wouldn't be surprised if he went yard again. Let's get Jorge's celebrity shot up on the board, and a popular play, Lane Thomas over half a hit. So Jorge staking Lane Thomas over half a hit. There you go. Jorge, you are on the board. Guys, if you want to be a part of our contest in July, put your 2 favorite picks in the comment section. Write my celebrity shot or my celebrity pick, whatever the pick is. We'll write it up on our screen. We keep track of it. And the first person to 20 correct picks will get a free t-shirt from our website. Okay. Wanted to do a quick rant. By the way, thought it was Kopech. Well, if it's Kopech, we like some stolen bases in that game. If it's Kopech, Estuary Ruiz is absolutely someone we like on a stolen base. We'll talk about that a little bit later. However, did want to rant for 1 second. Rumor out of Portland is that Dame Lillard has requested a trade and that the Portland Trailblazers are going to accommodate it and they are looking for trade partners. However, it sounds like Dame Dalla only has one destination in mind, and it is MIA, Miami. He wants to play for Eric Spoelstra. He wants to play under Pat Riley. He wants to play with Jimmy Butler, and he wants to play with Bam Adebayo. If those three came together, if Dame, Butler, and Bam Adebayo all played on the same team, I actually do believe the Miami Heat would vault themselves right next to the Boston Celtics as the 2 best teams in the Eastern Conference. I do think it's a tug of war. Which one ultimately is better? I probably lean slightly towards the Miami Heat because they really understand the roles that they would have. Point guard, Jimmy Butler and his kind of 2-3-man role, and Bam as the big man, while the Celtics still have that struggle between Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum as who the star is in crunch time. I think if the Miami Heat were able to bring those 3 stars together, they would be my favorite in the Eastern Conference to make it to the NBA Finals. I think it would also be brilliant to see Dame in the kind of role that we thought we would see Kyle Lowry in, which is he's a facilitator, he can shoot when he wants, but he can also play the pick and roll with Bam. I would love to see that trio together in Miami, and it would be another example of Pat Riley being the best leader of a franchise since Red Auerbach. Cannot wait to see if this deal goes down, but for the sake of Dame Dalla, I am rooting for it. I know I said a couple of days ago I thought he would stay in Portland. I said that more because I didn't think the Portland Trailblazers would let him go. But if the Trailblazers are willing to let him go, I think it would be great for Dame to end up in South Beach. It would be a perfect trio with Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, and I think ultimately it would lead to the kind of NBA Finals opportunity that Dame has been hunting his entire NBA career. Tito's full send. Mets first 5-inning under is a good play today. Let us know, Tito's full send. Do you already have your 2? Yes, you do. You already have your 2 celebrity shots on the board. So I'll be interested to see if you want to keep it, if you want to go with something else. By the way, we're going to be sweating this bottom of the first. So this first game of the day on Peacock between the Twins and the Orioles, we did take a run in the first inning. No run by the Twins in the first inning, so we'll be sweating the next three outs. Doesn't look as good as we want, but hopefully we can cash a ticket early. If you have a celebrity shot that you want up on the board, let us know. I will. We're not going to see it because I don't think that they're going to show any of these Oakland A's or Chicago White Sox just because the pitching matchups haven't been announced. But I will say 2 players I like on a stolen base today are Andrew Benintendi and Estuary Ruiz. So once those pitching matchups are announced, those are 2 players I do like on a stolen base. If you want more of my game picks, if you want more of our MLB game picks, make sure you hit that live button, that live confetti. We will give out a pick every time we get our live goal of confetti, so hit that confetti. We'll drop some picks on you guys. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have like 7 picks that we could give out, so no worries. That's why we set the live goal at 10. Plenty to give out. If you guys want help with any of your picks, if you have research that you need done, let us know. Do we like Castellanos today? Yes, we do. LRK425, I do like Nick Castellanos today. He has great numbers against the pitcher that he'll be facing today. 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs would have been attractive, but it's not there. Total bases is what we'll have to take. I would take it, Nick Castellanos, over 1.5 total bases. So, okay, question from Jorge. Jazz Chisholm has terrible stats against Spencer Strider. He has bad stats. That's why I didn't take him on a hit today. Otherwise, I'd like him on a hit and a stolen base. Luis Ariz has never faced him. He's never faced Spencer Strider. So if we look at Luis Ariz, no history against Spencer Strider. Over half a hit, not available, not surprised. Over half a single, 65% implied probability. You could get it at 188. Again, a good ticket, but no history, lifetime against Spencer Strider. By the way, in case you guys didn't see, Jazz Chisholm 0 for 4 lifetime against Strider. So if you wanted to take Luis Ariz over half a single, wouldn't hate on it. Just not going to put it up on my board today. Celebrity shots, still waiting for more of you to get in on our July contest. If you want your chance to win a free t-shirt from Butt Fumble Sports, get your favorite picks of the day in. Any 2 favorite picks of the day, throw those in. We are here for it, so get those picks in. Someone asking about Garrett Whitlock on strikeouts. Let's look at it. Garrett Whitlock on strikeouts. 5.5. The under has the better implied probability. Even though the trend has been really strong, his stats against the Toronto Blue Jays lifetime, there actually are some strikeout numbers here. Merrifield, Springer, Guerrero Jr., Chapman. I kind of like it as well. I understand Kiermaier has some hits against him, but I kind of like this one as well. So at 4.5, I would take it. Garrett Whitlock. The problem is it's at 5.5. If this were at 4.5, you're quoting me user 8457 at 4.5. That's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing 5.5. I liked your 4.5 more. So if you can get it at 4.5, I'd take it. If you see it at 5.5, I'd actually avoid it. That's asking a bit too much. I don't see him getting 6 strikeouts. How about Carlos Santana over half a hit? Carlos Santana over half a hit. Good implied probability, minus 189. How about against Colin Rea? 0 for 1 lifetime, or 0 for 1 since 2018. I understand why you might want to take it. I'm not going to, though. If you want to put it up on the board, feel free, but I'm not going to take it, Jorge. Luis Castillo on strikeouts. And you were saying you like the under more. Luis Castillo on strikeouts. 7.5. I like the under as well. I like the under as well on total strikeouts, and I would take this one. Luis Castillo under on strikeouts. Luis Castillo under 7.5 strikeouts. Additionally, someone that I like today, by the way, because we didn't cash on it, we missed. We missed on the run in the first inning. So, guys, we admit when we get things wrong. We don't hide from it. We put it up on the board. We missed on the run in the first inning, so disappointing start to that one. Under on strikeouts for Castillo. Also, I do like Wander Franco on a stolen base. And I would also take him if I can get him on over half a hit. Wander Franco, if I can get him on half a hit. Yep, 66% implied probability. I'd take it. Wander Franco over half a hit. Okay, everybody, about a half hour of the show left. When we are done with our show, we will put them, all of our picks, up on the board. That way you can see them, you can follow, you can fade, you can determine which way you want to go with it. But appreciate you guys joining us. K's look good. Appreciate you following and joining this Butt Fumble Sports community. Yeah, Tito's full send. Yeah, I'm sweating it now already. Yeah, you got it at 9. I like offense in it, but clearly not off to a fast start in that one. A little disappointed. Maybe the earlier start had a bit of a factor. That said, let's get another celebrity shot up on the board. Keep in mind, everybody gets 2. Everybody gets 2 picks. So, Alex, let's get you up here. And you are taking Blue Jays on the money line, and you're taking Matt McClain over half a hit. Let's show that. I don't know actually if it's up on the board. Again, we weren't. Yeah, it's not up on the board, but we're allowing it. Just the Reds. I don't think they announced Yu Darvish. I think those came in late. So I think Yu Darvish is pitching, but we are allowing it. Let's also look at Blue Jays on the money line. Gosman against Whitlock. Blue Jays minus 190. Red Sox have won their last 6 games coming off a win against the Blue Jays, so an interesting note. The line has moved in favor of the Blue Jays over the course of the morning, so just something to keep your eye on. Blue Jays on the money line has the sharp money on it. So, Jesus Christ saves. By the way, Jesus Christ saves. Clearly, Jesus Christ is a great closer. He gets saves. I know, bad taste. 5th inning, Rangers run line. Jesus Christ, do you want that up on our Celebrity Shot big board? We usually don't get profits up on our big board, but if you want to put that as a Celebrity Shot big board, let us know. Thank you so much for hitting that like button. Yeah, we won't do that though. We're not going to send money for likes because we have a great community helping us out, hitting that like button because they know what happens. Every time you guys hit that like button, we give out a favorite long ball, long shot of the day. So when we hit 8,000 likes, we'll give out another player we think is going to hit a home run today. Dodgers sold, yeah. Dodgers crushed us yesterday. We had a bunch of parlays with the Dodgers. I had a bunch of picks with Dodger players. DFS lineup. No, the Dodgers disappointed me yesterday. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. If you guys want to be a part of the show, make sure you write in the comment section my celebrity pick or my celebrity shot, just like Alex did a moment ago. Then we see those picks. We write it up on our board. You guys can play along with us at home, and you guys can get your picks in every single day. Tito's full send. Are we ripping some baseball cards? If you guys are looking to break some packs, let us know. We're here to talk about sponsorship, partnership with some of you guys. By the way, I know Albert Einstein has just jumped into the show. If you guys want your celebrity picks on the board, we're having a contest for the month of July. Get your picks in, everybody. Get your picks in. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. We're getting a question about Whit Merrifield. Whit Merrifield on strikeouts. Will he have over half a strikeout? Likelihood is very high on it. I do like it. Whit Merrifield over half a strikeout. I'm going to play it. You're getting it at minus 130, so it is a good play. Stand on its own kind of play. Whit Merrifield over half a strikeout. There you go, everyone. Another play up on the board. We want Butt Fumble Sports breaks. Yeah, well, we love it. Tito's Full Send. How about you DM us on Instagram? DM us on Instagram at Butt Fumble Sports, and we can talk about it a little bit more after the show. Tito's Full Send. DM us, Butt Fumble Sports, on Instagram, and we can talk about it a bit more after the show. If you guys do want to reach out to us after the show, you guys have plenty of platforms to do it. You can send your celebrity shot picks to us on Twitter at SportsFumble or on Instagram at ButtFumbleSports. Or, of course, you can hit us up on our website, ButtFumbleSports.com. You can hit the comments section, hit the contact us, hit us up in an email. But there are plenty of ways to contact Butt Fumble Sports every single day. So if you missed the show but want to get your picks in, if you want to engage with us after the show, if you want to share your opinions, some feedback, we are here for all of it. Butt Fumble Sports, you can ask LRK425. We make ourselves available. You can ask Deadpool. We make ourselves available to you guys. Top Dog over 1.5 walks. Let's check it out. Top Dog, Brady Singer, over 1.5 walks allowed. Looking at walks allowed, 63% implied probability, really strong trend. Yes, we love it. We love it as well. I'll put them next to the other pitchers just so all the walks allowed are in the same place. But Brady, Singer, over 1.5 walks allowed. It's about that time in the show. We like to give out our reverse engineering walks allowed plays. Good time to do it. Over on that, looking at the implied probability, Brady Singer number 1. Rich Hill is up here, and Reed Detmers is up here. Luis Castillo as well, but a few of our favorite picks. Zach Gallen to throw some walks is also a good play. Not going to put it up on the board, but one you may want to consider as well. Another one you may want to consider is Taj Bradley. So, a couple other picks. There are some players that you may want to consider for walks allowed. Tony Gonsolin's another one, really consistent. May not be a good play against the Kansas City Royals, but bunch of good plays, like making sure you can see all of them. Okay, everybody, got a half hour left of the show. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. Let's get Albert Einstein's picks up on the board. Albert Einstein, by the way, everybody gets 2 picks. Remember, everybody gets 2 picks. So, no worries. Make sure you get the 2 in. Albert Einstein. And your pick is going to be Ranger Suarez over 5 strikeouts. So Ranger Suarez over. And I want to make sure we're giving you the best opportunity to cash Albert Einstein. So let's look at Ranger Suarez really quickly. Let's look at strikeouts. I'm seeing it at 4.5. So I will give it to you at 4.5. And that way that hook, that 4, that 0.5 is in your favor. We call that 0.5 a hook. We want that working for us, not against us. So I'll give it to you at over 4.5, Albert Einstein. Tito's Full Send, bing bong. Appreciate you being with us. Appreciate all of those who join the show and have so much fun in it. I love you guys. You guys are great. I love you guys bringing the questions, bringing the comments, and bringing the enthusiasm. Hope you have a lot of fun watching the show. I hope you know I have a lot of fun doing it every single day. Get those celebrity shot picks in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of you have participated in the celebrity shot contest today, but still plenty of time, about 25 minutes left of our show. So if you have a favorite play of the day, get it in, everybody. Get it in. Freddie Freeman over half a hit. Is that really available? Over half a hit? No way, right? No, over half a hit's not available. Over half a single, though, is. Interesting that you're asking about the single. Over half a single, 59% implied probability, has been a good trend. Lifetime against Brady Singer, he is 0 for 3 lifetime, so I'm not going to follow you on Freddie Freeman, but Jorge, interesting play. Tommy Pham has been red hot of late. Tommy Pham has actually been one of the better members of the Mets offense of late. So Tommy Pham, can we get him on over half a hit? Yes, we can. 8 out of his last 10, 5 straight games. Against Ross Stripling, though, this is why we don't like it today. 0 for 11. Yuck. In fact, maybe we like Tommy Pham. Interesting, he's 0 for 11, but he doesn't have a strikeout. So the ownership there, really interesting. Let's see, can I get Tommy Pham under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs? Tommy Pham, interesting, the over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs is a good play. It's been very cashy, but against Ross Stripling, I kind of want to take the under. If I'm being honest, the under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs, he has terrible numbers against Ross Stripling, so kind of interested to see what wins out, his recent success or his lifetime lack of success against the starting pitcher. Just something to keep note of. If you guys want any more of my picks, hit the confetti, our live goal of confetti. That's how I give out my picks. Support the show, we give out picks. That's how the game goes. If you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, just contribute to the show, and we will give out some picks for you guys. You can also hit the like button. We'll give out long ball, long shots of the day. I haven't given out all my home run plays, so I still have 3 home run picks I'd like to give out. 3 home run picks that I'd like to give out. So hit that like button, everybody. 3 home run picks I'd like to give out over the next 25 minutes. While you guys are hitting that like button, also want to talk a little bit about Hard Knocks. That's right. The New York Jets have officially been given the distinction of being the Hard Knocks team of this year, of this preseason. Of course, now Hard Knocks has a preseason show, a training camp show, and a midseason show. But for me, I definitely think that the Jets were the best pick. I know the Chicago Bears might have been somewhat entertaining, maybe the Carolina Panthers, Houston Texans with those rookie quarterbacks, but nothing compares to the New York market, Aaron Rodgers, Sauce Gardner, even Quentin Williams. I'm really excited to see all the drama, all the personalities on this team, and the hype. The Jets are hyped more than they have ever been in their history as a franchise, and the fact that we're going to get cameras rolling behind the scenes, yes, I know Aaron Rodgers is going to act like he hates the attention and that he's going to try and hide himself, but in reality, he is going to soak it up, and we are going to get some great nuggets of content. You guys might hate the Jets. You might hate Aaron Rodgers. You might hate, football. I don't care. This is going to be great content. I cannot wait to see Hard Knocks with the New York Jets. It will be appointment viewing. Will it be as good as Rex Ryan? Maybe not, because Rex Ryan, when he was with the Jets on Hard Knocks, was the best soundbite maybe ever outside of the Baltimore Ravens in the original Hard Knocks. But this New York Jets team of 2023, they will be plenty good enough to entertain us through 4 or 5 episodes of Hard Knocks. So I cannot wait for August. But I can't wait for August because football season's right around the corner. If you guys need help with your fantasy lineups, your mock drafts, your scouting, Bud Fumble Sports is here for it. We do an NFL show every Tuesday night, but we will be doing a lot more just TikTok live shows, YouTube shows around fantasy football. So we will have some exclusive shows for subscribers around fantasy football drafts, mock drafts, helping you guys out with your picks. So make sure you're subscribing on TikTok Live, on YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. That way you never miss a show. You always know when we're live, and we can help you out with your fantasy lineup because the fantasy football season is only a few weeks away, everybody. Now, get those celebrity shot picks in. Final 20 minutes left of the show or so, so get those celebrity shot picks in. Who's the most underrated player in baseball? The most underrated player in baseball? I actually think Lane Thomas of the Washington Nationals certainly has a case for it. He has been outstanding this year, and he is not getting nearly enough attention. I also think Jordan Walker is not getting enough attention as a Rookie of the Year candidate. He's an underrated player as well. Hey, Tito's Full Send. We're all about it. Like I said, Tito's Full Send. Make sure you hit us up on Instagram, DM us, Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. We can talk about breaking open some boxes and all that will entail. Appreciate all of you guys being with us. Hope you're having so much fun watching the show. I have fun doing it every single day with you guys. So get those picks in, get those comments in. If you want more of my picks, do not worry. We have plenty of picks still to give out, so get those in while you can. I'm keeping the celebrity shots up on the board, but you may want to see my picks for the day. If you want to see all of my picks, we'll probably end the show a little bit early today. That way I can post them onto our website, buttfumblesports.com. And of course, that way you guys can check out all of our picks. By the way, Tito's Full Send. Yes, we have, and yes, we will. Yes, we have, and yes, we will. We will be having a lot of different shows. So if you guys like seeing our content, if you like hearing me talk sports, we are going to be live a lot. We are going to be live during games. We're going to have mock drafts. We're going to be on at random times. So we want to be live as much as possible for you guys. We really appreciate the support you show the network, and we certainly want to drive up our numbers here at Butt Fumble Sports. So if you love our content, make sure you follow us, make sure you subscribe, and of course, hit the like button. We appreciate all of you guys being fans of Butt Fumble Sports' content. A community night. I like that. I like the idea of it. Let's scroll down so you guys can see all of our picks. Here are all of our MLB game picks we have missed on our opening pick of a run in the first inning. Hey, but we don't dodge it. We let you guys know what we go for and what we like. Thus far, not a lot of runs in that early game. Not looking too good. We like the weather. That's what got us excited about that game. But so far, the pitchers are holding court. So sweating that one a little bit so far. Let's continue to scroll down. Some of our MLB player prop bets up on the screen. You can see all of our player prop bets right there. I like your ideas, though, Tito's Full Send, of community night, other things. Did you check Freddie Freeman on half a single? Yes, we did. We did show that. I'm not going to take it, but we did show it. Yep. Here are WNBA picks, as well as the long ball long shots of the day. Like I mentioned, I still have a bunch of long ball long shots of the day that I'd like to give out, so make sure that you're hitting that like button. I'd like to drop a few more of those before the end of the show. Again, about 15 minutes left of the show, everybody, so make sure you're hitting that like button. I'd love to give out a few more home run picks. I'll actually give one out right now to try and encourage you guys to keep hitting that like button. Next one that I'm going to give out is going to be Corey Seager. Corey Seager to hit a home run. Corey Seager to hit a home run. 18% implied probability. Can I get him on over half a hit? No. Hits, runs, and RBIs, 1.5. I'll take that as well. Righty-lefty matchup, that's what I like about it. Against right-handed pitching this year, Corey Seager, a .346 average with 7 home runs. Great opportunity. Oh, man, Tito's Full Send. So not only is it a day game, but we got a bad umpire behind the dish as well. By the way, this is... I gotta put up the other screen because I got to do a rant right now. For the longest time, I did like being able to have human umpires. For the longest time, I said to myself, human umpires is how baseball is supposed to be. I am over that. The umpires now have so many bad calls. There are so many times I watch a game in which a pitch that is not a strike is called a strike, and it's not because of how the pitch came in. It's not about how it looked. It's almost like the umpire decided before the pitch was even thrown, I'm calling a ball on this one. Like, I feel like the human element that I used to love about baseball is now driving me crazy. And in part, it is because we bet on the game. I play fantasy baseball. I bet on baseball. These umpires with their terrible strike zones are driving me crazy. And yes, they do cost us money. At this point, Major League Baseball has been studying and testing the idea of robot umpires. For years, I fought against the notion. I thought it would make the game more sterile. I didn't think it would add much to the game. At this point, I was wrong. I have gotten over that original take. Baseball needs robot umpires. Human umpires make either way too many mistakes, or I feel like there is a little bit of bias built in. When it's a 3-0 count, there's kind of an assumption at times by umpires that we're just going to call a strike. Well, if it's a bad pitch and you just call it a strike, now it's 3-1. It completely changes the at-bat. It changes the situation as opposed to the walk. I used to like human umpires. I am over it. You want human umpires for Little League, high school, even college, fine. But at the major league level, where there's money on the line, some of these umpires who have grudges against certain pitchers, certain hitters, who don't see the pitch well, who literally have a zone. If you guys watch umpires, they slot themselves to one side of the catcher. Some of these guys don't position themselves well. I am over human umpires. We need robot umpires in Major League Baseball because human umpires, between bad calls and bias, are actually making the game worse. Theo Epstein, you've created such a better version of baseball with your new rules. Please, for the love of God, get robot umpires into the game. Now that I got that off of my chest, Corey Seager, over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I'm taking that one as well. So let me throw that one up on the board. That's Corey Seager, over 1.5 hits, plus runs, plus RBIs. Looking at it from total bases, I do like that as well. To the question by Jorge, do we like total bases as well? The answer is yes, but not nearly as much as I like hits, runs, and RBIs. So I do like the total bases, but I wouldn't put that on my big board. I like the hits, runs, and RBIs more. Again, for all those who have missed the show, we will post all of our picks up on our website immediately after the show ends. So if you've missed any pick, don't worry. You can find it up on our website, buttfumblesports.com, immediately at the conclusion of the show. So make sure you guys are going to our website, bookmark it, get over there, buttfumblesports.com. You can check out all of our MLB picks, WNBA picks, our long ball long shots of the day, our stealing and sharing picks of the day, and you can check out who has put a pick up on our Celebrity Shot big board. Final few minutes of the show, get your Celebrity Shot picks in. For the month of July, we have a contest going. The first person to 20 correct picks will win a free t-shirt. We have another stolen base pick to give out, and I'm going to put Corbin Carroll up on the board. Corbin Carroll to get a stolen base. Let me show him really quickly. LRK425, thank you so much for sharing the channel. Don't know if we're going to see him in this game. Stolen bases. Okay, we're going to have to rip it off the board because I'm not seeing it. We'll keep it up there, but not seeing it right now. Another player I like to get a stolen base is Steven Kwan. Steven Kwan to get a stolen base. Steven Kwan, stolen base. 16% implied probability, but plus 509. Can we get him on over half a base? Nope, 1.5. How about over half a hit? Nope, 1.5. Don't like it. Hits, runs, and RBIs, that's the best one. Against Jamison Tyone, he is 2 for 3 lifetime. That's why I like him. So you guys might want to consider it. Jorge, I'm not taking Ronald Acuna Jr. on my big board, but don't think it's a terrible play. But Steven Kwan, hits, runs, RBIs, you may want to consider as well. Hits, runs, RBIs, you may want to consider as well. Let's get another home run play up on the board because you guys hit that like button like crazy. We have given out 5 so far. I have 2 more I want to give out. The next one I'll give out is JT Realmuto. JT Realmuto to hit a home run today. JT Realmuto to hit a home run. 18% implied probability, plus 450. Let me show you what I could get on hits, runs, RBIs, 2.5. Hits, 1.5. Bases is what I'm going to take. Actually, no, I don't like that. Man, tough. Really no other plays I can take with JT Realmuto. They're kind of boxing me in here. So over half an RBI, maybe. Over half a run, maybe. But these aren't great plays, so I'll just put them on the home run, but there's not another good play that I like on it. So sportsbooks just being tough on us. Appreciate Big HEC for following the show. Appreciate all those who joined this great Butt Fumble sports community. We are live every single day for 2 hours. Every single day for 2 hours. If you guys want to play along with us at home, write in the comment section, my celebrity pick. Can I do Kyle Schwarber over half a hit for my celebrity shot? Yes, you can. Yes, you can, Jorge. So Jorge is also taking Kyle Schwarber over half a hit. Your 2 celebrity shots are up on the board, Jorge. Jared Kelenic going yard today. I could see it happening. I'm not going to take it, but I could absolutely see it happening. Over half a home run for Kelenic. 14% implied probability, plus 630. Against Taj Bradley, no at-bats lifetime. That said, Kelenic against right-handed pitching this year does have 7 home runs, so you may want to consider him. He's not someone I'm going to take, but interesting call. Montgomery's down to 3.5 strikeouts now. Very interesting that line has moved. So Jordan Montgomery, someone had the under 4.5. So interesting. We'll let them keep the under 4.5, Joe Warren. But interesting that's moved now to 3.5. I'm not going to take it, but interesting that it's moved. Joe Warren was clearly onto something with the under. Let's look at Julio Rodriguez on a strikeout. I'm expecting that it's at 1.5, given how they've been marking it up over the last few days. But can we get it over half a strikeout? Yes, we can, and I will take it. Against Taj Bradley, I'm going to take this one. That's Julio Rodriguez over half a strikeout. There you go. Another one up on the board. Jorge, that's exactly right. When you've seen that kind of line movement, yep, it means that enough money came down where the sports book shifted the odds, shifted the line. Tito's full send. Was there a no-hitter going in that Orioles-Twins game? Was Sonny Gray on a no-hitter pace? Who got the hit? Bem Boom. I don't even know who that is. Do we like Julio on half a hit as well as over half a strikeout? There's only so much Julio Rodriguez I really want to be on. Over half a hit is a good play, but a bit too chalky for me and not a good trend, so not going to take it. Not going to take it. Again, here are all of our picks up on the board. Final few minutes of the show. Get those celebrity shot picks in, everybody. Final few minutes of the show. Get those celebrity shot picks in. I also have one more long ball, long shot of the day to give out. I'll give that one out right now. Spencer Torkelson. Spencer Torkelson of the Tigers. Spencer Torkelson going up against the Rockies. Connor Siebold, over half a home run. 25% implied probability, plus 300 on the home run. Let's look at, can I get him on over half a hit? No. Hits, runs, RBIs is 2.5. How about total bases? That's going to have to be the play. The over is the strong implied probability. So I will take Spencer Torkelson over 1.5 bases. There you go, everybody. Jorge, 3-man parlay, Ozuna, Schwarber, Raley, like it. Good call. Gilligan, thank you so much for following the channel. Appreciate all those who are a member of the Butt Fumble Sports community. We're live every single day, everybody. Every single day. Isn't it funny? By the way, that's baseball, Susan. When you get a number 9 hitter with a 120 average and he's the one that breaks up the no-hitter, that's baseball, Susan. That's what John Sterling would say. Okay, those who wanted our picks up on the board, here they are. Our MLB game picks. We did miss on one, and we're looking bad on the other, but we'll see how it goes. Our MLB player prop bets. By the way, all the picks that we give out are trend-based picks, analytics-based picks. So we never give out gut plays. We're only looking at data. Sometimes the data does lead us in the wrong direction, but we look at data. This isn't my favorite player or my favorite team or someone I have on my fantasy team. This is someone that we're looking at the data. It suggests that this play is a good one, so we go with it. Our WNBA picks are up here as well. our long ball, long shots of the day, players we think are going to hit a home run. Players we think are going to get a stolen base are featured here in the Stealing is Sharing section. And of course, your celebrity shots. If you want in on this contest, running out of time, get those celebrity shots in. Get those picks in right now. Running out of time, everybody. Running out of time. Only 5 minutes left of the show. So if you have a celebrity shot that you want up on the board, let us know. Want to give a shout out to Dante, Stephen Pock, Joe Warren, Mike, Oxlong, LRK425, Jared Pasanante, RJ, Macy Toru, Top Dog, Tito's Full Send, Chris Roberts, Jorge, Alex, and Albert Einstein. Thank you so much for getting your celebrity shots in and for being a part of the show every single day. Again, through the month of July, the first person with 20 correct celebrity shot picks will become a part of the Butt Fumble Sports community and win a free t-shirt. By the way, thank you guys for following the channel. Appreciate you guys watching and following the show. If you have two favorite picks today, get them in right now. Or if you don't get them in right now, you can tweet us at Sports Fumble or DM us at Butt Fumble Sports on IG. If you write us and we get that DM or that tweet prior to the start of the show, or rather prior to the start of the game that you're picking, we will include it for tomorrow. By the way, the two people who are 2-0, are Macy Toru and Harley. And yes, Jorge, you've been doing well. You are the first to 30 overall. So Jorge, very special shout out to you. First person to 30 correct picks over the course of our shows. You have done a great job since we started doing celebrity shots. Jorge is hitting at 68.2%, 30 correct picks, but Jorge only has one correct pick in the month of July, so even though he's winning on the overall big board, let's see if you can get your celebrity shot picks correct today. By the way, Butt Fumble Sports is live at 1 p.m. tomorrow. Our Monday, July 3rd show is at 1 p.m. EST tomorrow. So make sure you guys are following us. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're with us every single day. You never want to miss a show. So you can get your picks in. You can see our research. You can see the picks that we've given out. And of course, you can hear our rants and engage with this great community of fellow sports fans. One more time, let's do a slow scroll through all the picks that we've given out. You can even see our trivia question that we gave out today. LRK425, good job on that one. Joe DiMaggio and his extra base hits were our trivia question of the day. Here we go, though. All of the picks that we've given out so far today. We are 0-1 so far, but hopefully a lot of cashing tickets are on the screen, scrolling past you right now. If you want to get your questions in, your picks in, always feel comfortable to DM us or hit us up off the air. We love talking to you guys all the time. If you have a celebrity shot pick that you want to get in and couldn't get it in during the show, just tweet at us at Sports Fumble on Twitter, or Butt Fumble Sports on Instagram. I will post all of these picks on our website, buttfumblesports.com, in the next 5 minutes after the show ends, so that way you can check out all of the picks, the long ball long shots of the day, the stolen base picks of the day, the WNBA picks of the day, the MLB picks of the day, and of course you can look at what your fellow viewer, your Butt Fumble Sports viewer, is putting out there for their celebrity shots of the day. So if you guys want to play along, if you want to follow or fade your fellow celebrity shooters, you have the chance to see what they like. Those are all the picks. We gave out a ton of picks today, as we always do. Butt Fumble Sports is the place for real sports fans. If you want data, information, entertainment, and a lot of good sports picks and rants, you come to the right place every day when you turn on Butt Fumble Sports on TikTok Live, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. I hope you guys have enjoyed our show. It's amazing how quickly 2 hours goes. If you missed any part of the show, you can find the show in its entirety on YouTube. We post the entire show on YouTube to our YouTube channel, But Fumble Sports. That way you can hear our rants, hear our picks, see the research that we've just done live on the screen in front of you, and that way you never miss a thing. So if you want to check out the show in its entirety, go to But Fumble Sports on YouTube. Once again, we are live for our Monday, July 3rd show at 1 p.m. Eastern, everybody. 1 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Now, as I say at the end of every single show, I hope you guys stay healthy. I hope you stay safe. I hope you have a wonderful afternoon and evening. I hope you cash a ton of tickets tonight, and I hope you have a great July 4th weekend. Celebrate with your family, celebrate with your friends, and you'll hear me say this when we actually are on July 4th. Make a contribution to the Wounded Warrior Project, to the Home Base organization. If you guys love the patriotic environment of July 4th weekend, go support our troops. Go support those who have fought, bled, given their limbs, lives to sacrifice for our country. So guys, if you love sports, if you love July 4th weekend, if you love the freedoms that we have, go support our troops. Go make a donation. Go contribute. Wounded Warrior Project, Home Base Organization. There are two organizations very close to our heart. We will be highlighting those over the next few days. I hope you guys join us on our shows over the coming days. Until then, have a wonderful afternoon and evening, everybody. And again, we will see you tomorrow, Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, everybody. That's 1 p.m. Eastern.